May want to bring hell. We are here to bring peace to cities everywhere.
Boston's Mayor Michelle Wu, defiant and deliberate in her highly anticipated congressional testimony about the city's immigration policies. Mayor Wu is one of 4 mayors of sanctuary cities who were peppered with questions for roughly 6 hours by the 57 members of the House Oversight Committee, the majority of them Republicans. Wu's supporters pleased with how she held up under pressure, but as WBZ's Brandon Truitt shows us, local Republicans say she should have been better prepared with the facts.
There was a lot of pressure on Mayor Michelle Wu going into this. Her office tells me they prepped her for weeks. The mayor dug in from the start.
If you wanted to make us safe, pass gun reforms. Stop cutting Medicaid. Stop cutting cancer research. Stop cutting funds for veterans. That is what will make our city safe.
Pushing back on the claim that immigrants bring more crime, Mayor Michelle Wu defended Boston's standing as a sanctuary city. They're often criticized by Republicans for limiting cooperation between local law enforcement and ICE agents.
You don't ask about how much money the city of Boston has spent on illegal immigration? Are you out of your mind?
Distinguish between immigration status.
Do you manage your budget or not, Mayor Wu?
Massachusetts Republicans stunned. Wu didn't know how many undocumented immigrants are in Boston or how much the city's spending on them.
We do know that there's a significant portion of Boston resources that are going to non-citizens instead of lifelong residents, and that's a problem.
Wu testified alongside the mayors of Chicago, Denver, and New York, and was asked about the Trump administration's so-called border czar threatening to, quote, bring hell to Boston.
Shame on him for lying about my city. Bring him here under oath, and let's ask him some questions.
The hearing featured everything from egg prices, yelling matches,
as a member of this committee, you can go with Mr. Frost,
and even a referral of the mayors to the Department of Justice for investigation.
You know, watching today's hearing was yet another reminder of why people hate politics so much.
WBZ political analyst John Keller saying no matter which party is in charge, these hearings often focus on performance art over substance. It could explain why Wu's office paid a law firm up to $650,000 to get her ready.
Mayor Wu handled herself very well. She was well prepared. She knew what she wanted to say. She anticipated the attacks and I thought parried them pretty effectively.
So what's next? Well, the Trump administration has threatened to pull federal funding from any city that doesn't comply with his new immigration policies. That's an issue that would likely get tied up in the courts. In Boston, Brandon Truitt, WBZ News.
All right, Brandon, thank you. And while the mayor was down in Washington, her supporters and her critics competed to be the loudest voices on City Hall Plaza. As the dueling protests got bigger, Boston police officers formed a barricade between the rally goers and the stage. A smaller group off to the side called for an end to sanctuary cities.
If people want to come to this country, they should do it legally. And if somebody is here illegally, they're breaking the law, and we should treat it as any other crime.
all of us are immigrants. The rhetoric that's going on for too long that blames problems on immigrants.
Josh Kraft, who is challenging Mayor Wu in the upcoming election, was at the rally in support of Boston's immigrant community.